What's up guys, welcome to the channel or welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a good one for you. I'm going to be giving you everything that you need to know about moving to or living in Tracy, California. We've had tons of people moving to Tracy over the last couple years from the Bay Area. I want to give you all the information that you need, so let's jump in and check it out. All right, so the first thing that we need to talk about is Tracy's location, and this is one of the primary reasons why people have moved here over the last few years is because of its proximity to the Bay Area. Now, Tracy is located on Highway 580. It actually sits at the intersection or the nexus of 580 and Highway 5, which makes it great in its own reason. If you have to get to different places within California, you can get on Highway 5 and get down to LA very quickly. You can also get on Highway 5 and get up to the other areas within the Central Valley like Stockton and out to Sacramento. But the main reason why Tracy has become so popular is because of its proximity to the Bay Area. So you can come right down Highway 5, travel on 580 West, take you up over the Altamont Pass down into Livermore, Pleasanton, Dublin, which then will allow you to get to lots of the major employment hubs within the Bay Area. So if you need to get to San Jose, which is where a lot of people from the Bay Area have moved from and out to Tracy, but it also allows you to get to the peninsula, get into Oakland and into San Francisco. And so we've seen a lot of people move to Tracy because it is one of the closest communities that is outside the Bay Area, but still close enough to allow you to commute. So that leads me right into the affordability factor. So one of the reasons why people have chosen Tracy, not only because of how close it is to the Bay Area, but because of its affordability, where the affordability within the Bay Area, especially in some of the major metro areas like San Jose or San Francisco, even the East Bay where it's Dublin and Pleasanton, and the prices for homes and cost of living is sky high, Tracy has been a great alternative for people. So when you combine the location with the affordability, that's what's made it so attractive to people. So as far as affordability goes, let's talk about the housing. So Tracy has lots and lots of new construction properties, which is also something that's really attractive to people because you get a new property with a backyard in these beautiful communities that have parks and nice amenities for people to live in. But the price point for Tracy on average is around $700,000. Now you can find some new construction properties that are a little bit less than that, but at this point it's about $700,000 and it goes up from there. When you think about newer construction properties, higher bedroom bathroom counts, a backyard, a pool, the amenities that come within these neighborhoods and in these communities with the parks and the trails, it makes it very attractive for people that are willing to make that commute. And again, that's the reason why we have seen so many people from the Bay Area move to Tracy, is because of that affordability factor. So I don't want to just touch on the new construction properties, even though that's something that is very attractive for a lot of people that are moving there. They do have these older, more established communities as well, where you will get a larger lot size. You still get a bigger house and those kind of things, and that the price point will vary for those as well, depending upon what neighborhood you're in within Tracy. But there's just a lot to offer as far as it goes with housing and affordability for Tracy, and especially when you think about things like a night out for dinner with the family and that kind of thing, you're going to get a lot more bang for your buck in Tracy than you would get in the Bay Area. But one of the trade-offs that you do have for Tracy when we talk about, like I said, a night out for dinner, is there's not like a central downtown area of Tracy where there's lots of restaurants. It's more like strip mall type restaurants, and though there is some really fantastic food in Tracy, and that's one of the things that I have liked the most about it, is some of those type more mom and pop type of restaurants combined with some of those bigger chain restaurants. And like I said, Tracy just doesn't have that sort of central downtown location that you do find in a lot of the surrounding communities, whether it's in the Bay Area or in the Central Valley. So that's just something that you want to have on your radar. You do have all the amenities that you need for sure. You have the grocery stores, you have the restaurants, the movie theaters, things like that. Other thing that you're not going to find a lot of in Tracy is just recreational shopping. There's the mall within Tracy, but the feedback that I always get for that mall is that it leaves a lot to be desired. So you may need to get out of Tracy if you're looking to do some shopping on a weekend, that kind of thing. You can certainly come over the Altamont Pass down into the Dublin, Pleasanton area where you have the San Francisco outlets, and then of course you can always go further east into like the Stockton, Manteca areas. They have a little bit more shopping there, but Tracy just doesn't have a lot of that. All right, before we continue on, I want to quickly introduce myself. My name is Adam Dobrinich, local real estate agent. I have helped tons of people move from the Bay Area to Tracy, and then also help lots of people sell their home in Tracy. So if there is anything that I can do for you, whether you're buying or selling a property, I would love to be a resource for you. Please do not hesitate to reach out. That number that's popping up below, I do answer all of my own phone calls, emails, text messages. Please let me know how I can help you. With that being said, let's jump back into everything that you need to know about Tracy. All right, so the next thing that I want to talk about for Tracy is the weather. So now the weather in Tracy, it gets very hot during the summer. You're going to have multiple 100+ degree days. That's very, very common during the summertime. That's one of the reasons why so many of the houses there have pools, so that you can really get outside, be in the water and enjoy the summer. But in the summertime, you're going to find lots of heat. You're also going to get lots of wind. I have found in the times that I've been there, especially even when I visit my clients, if I've been there for a barbecue or those kind of things, it does get windy in the late afternoon and in the evening times, but that can also help just sort of offset the very hot days that you get, and makes it kind of nice. But you know, if wind is something that you're concerned about or that you don't like, a lot of you will get some wind in Tracy. The air quality in Tracy can get a little bit rough as well, especially during those summer months when you get a lot of the dust and those dust storms that can tend to stay in the air and make the air quality a bit worse. But again, in general, you're going to get hot days during the summer, but you will also get those beautiful summer evenings. And so if that's something that you would love to have sitting in your backyard, entertaining, hanging out with family and friends, you're going to get those beautiful summer nights. Now, when it comes to the winter, it does get cold in Tracy, and so you're going to get kind of the opposite ends of the spectrum. Really hot summer, much cooler winters, and then you will also get some fog as well. And so definitely check out the weather. You get kind of that mixed bag, almost like the four seasons: the hot, cold, and then in the spring and fall, you get those kind of nice moderate type temperatures. You will get the changing leaf colors. There's tons of beautiful trees in Tracy, and so during the fall time, you get all the beautiful colors with the changing leaves. But just to summarize, you'll get the four seasons in Tracy, and certainly the main thing that everybody talks about is the hot weather in the summers. All right, the next thing that we have to talk about are the schools in Tracy. Now, in Tracy, you do get a mixed bag of schools as well. You have some lower rated schools, but you also have some very high rated schools, and that's one of the other things that has made Tracy so attractive for people that are moving out of the Bay Area into Tracy, is people's focus on the higher rated school districts that Tracy does have to offer. And they do come kind of coupled around a lot of the new construction communities that you have there in Tracy. And so when you get that new construction property and it's in the higher rated school district for Tracy, you definitely want to check that out. Again, do not take my word for it. Go on to greatschools.org, like I say in all my videos. Do your own research, see if the comments and the ratings line up with what you're looking for your kids and for your family. But Tracy does have some school districts that do have some high ratings, and that is one of the things that, again, has made it a desirable area for people to move to. So in my opinion, people have the schools as a high pro for moving to Tracy and being able to get their kids that education, while also being able to get that affordability and that proximity to the Bay Area. Okay, so getting down to the last two topics that I want to talk about. First, I want to talk about the traffic. So Tracy does have a lot of traffic, and that kind of comes with that flow of traffic on the 580 that gets you from the Bay Area out to Tracy, and then coming from Tracy into the Bay Area, especially during the commute hours. There is a lot of traffic. There really is no way around it, because you don't have any mass transit that can get you from the Bay Area out to that part of the Central Valley, that like the BART train and the BART system doesn't get out there, and there is no kind of metro that gets you there. So you are going to have, you know, a lot of traffic. And then of course on the streets, especially during the school hours and those commute hours, the streets can certainly get busy. But traffic is definitely going to be one of the cons when it comes to Tracy. You are going to have to deal with it, but again, it'll be kind of up to you as to whether the pros outweigh the the con of having to deal with the traffic day in and day out. But that is just something that you're going to run into living in Tracy and some of the other communities out there in the Central Valley. You're just going to have a lot of traffic for your commutes. Being able to use those carpool lanes and being able to use your fast track, especially if it's a day where you need to get somewhere quickly, can really help cut down on that commute time. And so if you don't have fast track, or if you do, definitely leverage that when you're coming in and out of Tracy and trying to get to where you need to go. But that is something that I would certainly recommend. I also already touched on the parks a little bit when I was talking about the housing and these neighborhoods and the amenities that you get within the new construction, but I definitely want to spend just a little bit more time talking about the parks because that's something that I have found a lot of people that have moved there really like about these neighborhoods. Is each of these neighborhoods, especially the new construction neighborhoods, they all have these little neighborhood parks that have really great play sets for kids, and then these little trails that kind of go, around and through the neighborhood. And so it's a great opportunity to do something that doesn't cost any money. You can just go take your family there, spend a Saturday morning or spend a Saturday afternoon with your family in the park, enjoying the grass, enjoying the play sets, having birthday parties, things like that. So that's been one of the things that I've seen a lot of people take advantage of in moving to Tracy, is all these beautiful parks that Tracy has. Now, wrapping up, I want to talk about the community of Tracy. So Tracy has such a fantastic community in all of the people that I've ever interacted with there. When it's come to helping clients buy homes there or helping clients sell homes there, you get to know a lot of the neighbors. Me personally, I've gotten to know a lot of the neighbors there, and that has been one of the things that I have been most impressed about, is just these tight-knit communities within the various neighborhoods of Tracy. The pride of ownership that you see in a lot of these neighborhoods, and the pride that they have for living in Tracy, is just such a fantastic community, and that is something that we absolutely have to call out. And so if you're looking for a tight-knit community, if you're looking for a place where you can get to know your neighbors, Tracy is definitely a place for you. And on top of that, because so many people have moved from the Bay Area to Tracy, and there are a lot of transplants, you will also run into a lot of people that, if you are somebody that is moving from out of the area into Tracy, you're going to find a lot of other people that have done the same thing, and so you'll have a lot of commonality with those folks, and being able to connect with other people that have had a similar experience to you in moving from out of the area into Tracy. All right, so that is everything that you need to know about Tracy, California. Again, my name is Adam Greenwich. If I can be a resource for you in any way for any of your real estate needs, whether you're buying or selling a home, please do not hesitate to reach out. I would love to be a resource for you. Again, my phone number that's popping up below. I do answer all of my own phone calls, emails, text messages. Please reach out to me if there's anything that I can do for you. With that being said, I hope you have a great week. I hope you found this video helpful, and we will catch you on the next video.